Take a deep breath in and exhale. Keep breathing deeply, and as you do, use this opportunity to be grateful for being alive. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, remind yourself that every time that you are alive, you have the opportunity to adjust your perspective about whatever it is that you are at peace with or not. Whatever it is that you are at war, because fill the blank, it doesn't look right, it doesn't look like you think it should, it must, it have to. It doesn't look like pro. And maybe, just maybe, you are not okay with that. Take a deep breath in and exhale. What if today, on this day, you choose to ask yourself, which thought of sickness or failure am I willing to discard? Which thought of sickness or failure are you willing to discard? But why would I do that? Take a deep breath in and exhale. Observe if there is any thought of sickness or failure about something that happened way time ago that you are still thinking of it. And observe if you are having the impulse to shout at me, yeah, but it creates for me a total new reality. I realize that. Thank you for being here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, what are you choosing to do with whatever it is, your new reality? Which labels are you placing on yourself? And are those labels allowing you to choose the company for your next steps on your pathway? Or do you perceive that you are being blocked by what happened? Which is your attitude toward whatever thought you are having right now? What is blocking you? Take a deep breath in and exhale. And choose to declare, I elevate the belief. There is always a space to stretch the mind. I elevate the belief. There is always space to stretch the mind. Do you? Do you believe there is always a space to stretch the mind? And if you believe it, do you believe it works for you and it works for others? Is it possible that you are trying to enforce others to do fill the blank? Which is your dream about your life? Which new story would you love to create with whatever pieces of your past you have? How would you love to indulge? In what would you love to be more reliable? and wish thoughts or events. You have no idea in which way they serve you. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare, I elevate the belief there is always a space to stretch the mind. I elevate the belief there is always a space to stretch the mind. What is the importance of this declaration? That it allows you to choose. What about your perceived failures, your perceived health, your perceived culture, your perceived routine are inspiring you, and which ones are putting you into despair? Is it possible that you are comparing yourself with someone else that you believe is an overnight success, but you have no clue how much blocks they have to deal with to reach where they are at? Even if you perceive someone is healthy or successful, thriving, whatever it is, do you realize how many thoughts they have to kill on their way to gain power over what they choose to do or not, to become reliable on their field? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I elevate the belief there is always a space to stretch the mind. I elevate the belief there is always a space to stretch the mind. Receive whatever thought, body sensation that is showing up. Receive them all as allies that are coming to allow you to ask yourself, am I okay? Am I okay with the blank? Which event? You are okay? And which event you are not? Realize that as you are here, you are expanding your sphere of consciousness, you are expanding your sphere of awareness, you are expanding and raising your level of alertness, and you are creating a new recipe for your life. You are allowing the masterpiece you are to unfold into a new way, even greater than the one that you dream of. It is your time to shine. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? Because do you realize that everything, absolutely everything in your life is about what you believe? So, what do you believe about stretching your mind? What do you believe about spotlighting your thoughts about whatever it is that put yourself in a situation where you don't feel inspired, when you don't feel nourished? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, see every label that you have placed on yourself or that situations brought into your life. and choose that whatever it is, whatever block that you perceive, it is in front of you. If you are alive, you have the capacity to use them. And with those blocks, create a barrier. With those blocks, create a ladder that you go further with it. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Keep today's question with you in mind. Which thought of sickness or failure am I willing to discard? However, remind yourself that before you discard a thought, if it's coming every day, in every way, instead of trying to kill it, use it as an ally that is bringing you powerful information. And when you become grateful for the opportunity, you allow yourself to indulge in a new life. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I elevate the belief there is always a space to stretch the mind. I elevate the belief there's always a space to stretch the mind. And you are here expanding your sphere of consciousness. You are here expanding your sphere of awareness. You are here expanding and raising your level of alertness. By doing that, you are allowing yourself to feel like coming home to your own life instead of being a total stranger on it. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And observe how do you interact with others that you perceive. Choose their thought in a different way. Choose that they are okay when you perceive they are not. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I elevate the belief there's always space to stretch the mind. I elevate the belief there's always a space to stretch the mind. I elevate the belief there's always a space to stretch the mind. Blessings.